The latest trouble between Kris Jenner and her boyfriend of a long time, Corey Gamble, is absolutely explosive. It was said that Corey Gamble not only broke up with Kris, but also hit her in the face and called her an old, ugly lady. Is that not bad enough? He's also said to have stolen a huge $500 million of Kris's money. Thoughts have been going around since the start that Corey was more interested in Kris's money than in her, and it looks like those thoughts may have some truth to them. Everyone is talking about this shocking fallout, and it's another big issue for Kim Kardashian to deal with. Kris Jenner, who is known for being tough as nails and being good at business, is now dealing with a huge amount of personal abuse. The claim that $500 million was stolen is a big blow, and it makes people really wonder about her trustworthiness and loyalty in her personal life. People are interested in hearing Kris's response to these terrible allegations. Will she file a lawsuit against Corey? Or will she handle this issue in the dramatic way that the Kardashians always do? One thing is for sure, this story will keep going, and the consequences could be huge. Stay tuned, because the Kardashian-Jenner family always has drama, and this new turn of events is one for the books. Kris Jenner found comfort in Corey Gamble after 2 failed marriages. He promised to be true and never leave her. But the hard truth seems to go against what he said. Is Corey really the man he says he is? Or is he weaving a web of lies around himself? Even though Kris and Corey seem to have a strong, respectful, and helpful relationship, no one has ever met his family. There are even rumors that Corey was put in a certain situation so that he could get inside the Kardashian family. Corey, who is 25 years younger than Kris Jenner, has been her partner for almost 10 years. However, the friendship that used to be helpful has now been damaged beyond repair. Reports say that Corey ended the relationship for no clear reason, which made Kris very angry. A source close to Kris said that she thinks Corey has shown her his real nature, and she's having a hard time accepting it. The first time they met was at a party in 2014, when Kris was still splitting up with Caitlyn Jenner. Even though it wasn't the best time, Corey went up to the reality star and introduced himself with confidence, setting the stage for their future together. Corey, who is 25 years younger than Kris Jenner, has been her partner for almost 10 years. Still, the friendship that used to help each other has been damaged beyond repair. Reports say that Corey ended the relationship for no clear reason, which made Kris very angry. A source said that Kris thinks Corey has shown her what he's really like, and she's having a hard time accepting it. The first time they met was at a party in 2014, when Kris was still splitting up with Caitlyn Jenner. Even though it wasn't the best time, Corey went up to the reality star and introduced himself with confidence, setting the stage for their future together. Corey worked for Scooter Braun at the time as Justin Bieber's tour manager. Soon, they couldn't be separated. They were often seen going on dinner dates together, and just a few months after meeting, they took a trip to Mexico. Corey first showed up on Keeping Up with the Kardashians in March 2015. Kris's children talked about her new relationship with her boyfriend. They were worried about the big age difference between the two people and said Kris might be moving too quickly. 2 months later, Kris and Corey walked the red carpet for the first time at the famous Met Gala. They wore all black for the event. All of the Kardashian sisters had doubts about Kris's relationship with Corey at first, but Khloe was still not sure even after a few years. In a January 2018 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe talked to Corey about how cold he can be with her and said she wanted to feel more at ease in their relationship. Even though things were tense, Kris and Corey kept dating and took a holiday in the south of France. People saw them holding hands around Antibes, and soon after, Kris was seen wearing a big diamond ring, which led to engagement reports. While being asked about the ring on the Late Late Show with James Corden, Kris chose to eat a cricket instead of answering questions about it during a game of Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts. Other rumors going around were that Kris and Corey might be married in secret. Corey's guarded behavior was brought up by Kanye West in another episode of the show, which led to real trouble. Kim told Kanye that he asked Corey straight out why the Kardashian-Jenner family had never met his family. Kim didn't like Kanye's method, but she understood why he was worried about Corey's privacy since she started dating Kris. Khloe took Kanye's side, and things got worse while the couple was on a family trip to Palm Springs, which made things worse. Kris talked to Khloe about how she was acting toward Kory in one show. Khloe later said she was sorry and told her mom that she only wanted her to be happy and didn't care who she dated as long as they were nice to her. However, Kanye was right to be worried. Why hadn't Kory told Kris about his family? Kanye said that Kory was hired to get inside the Kardashian family and had bad intentions. Kanye West said on Instagram in 2022 that Kory had been close to Puff's family and Justin Bieber and had made himself a part of Kris's life after her split. Kanye commented that Kory might work for a business like DuPont. Kanye even put up a film of Kory kissing a young woman, but it was taken down quickly. The Kardashian family thought Kanye was crazy, and Kim even thought about putting him in a trust at one point. While everything was quiet for a while, it became clear to those close to the Kardashians that Kory had lied. A source close to the couple says that Kory cheated on Kris with a close family friend at a private party that both of them went to. Kory snuck into a room with this woman after Kris left the party early. Several people saw them leave the party together. The event happened a few months ago, but Kris just now learned about it. This caused a heated fight, during which Kory denied any wrongdoing. Tensions rose to the point where Kim approached Kory at their house. Kris was crushed by the news and did everything he could to keep the story from getting out to the public. Kris's first marriage was to Robert Kardashian, a famous lawyer who became famous as one of O.J. Simpson's defense lawyers during the 1995 murder trial. She did this because she was afraid it would hurt her image after 2 failed marriages. Kris married Bruce Jenner, an Olympic gold winner who later changed his name to Caitlyn Jenner after they got divorced. The media always pays attention to Kris's marriages, especially her friendship with Caitlyn. She had a mixed response to Caitlyn's change. At first, she showed support, but she also talked about how it was making her feel bad and confused, which affected their long-term relationship and family life. Public comments from both sides caused some tension, and Kris and Caitlyn don't talk to each other anymore. Due to the negative attention her past marriages got from the media, Kris was determined to stay out of trouble with Kory. Kris always tries to keep any problems in her relationships out of the public eye so she can keep up a good public image. She often acts like everything is fine when it's not. After Kory's cheating scandal, the couple's relationship went downhill. They fought a lot, and Kris stopped trusting Kory. These disagreements got so bad that Kory chose to leave Kris for a while. A source close to them said that Kory suggested they take a break to get some space and time to think about what they want. Kris doesn't trust him, which is hard for him. Kris doesn't want to end the relationship, even though things are going badly. He says this out of shame. There are even rumors that the couple has thought about going to therapy to work things out. Let's talk about how Kris and Kory feel about each other. They've been seeing each other for 10 years. Next up is Kory Gamble. Before that, it was Robert Kardashian and Caitlyn Jenner. But hold on to your hats, because this is the best part. It's being said that Kory might not only be Kris's boyfriend, but also her husband. Yes, you did read that right. Even the secret wedding. Now let's get back to the juicy parts. Did Kim really get close to Kory? At least that's what the word on the gossip says. But here's the catch. Kris's life isn't going completely crazy because of it. Why? Because it is said that Kris has been, let's say, understanding about her daughter's dating life in the past. Getting Diddy to buy them? It's not a big deal. It looks like Kris Jenner's huge business is falling apart right in front of our eyes. The reality TV star with all the tricks in the book might not be able to get out of this mess herself. Look at this then. It is said that Kris Jenner is involved in a major scandal involving Diddy and his shady business deals. The word on the street is that Kris sold her own daughter, Kim Kardashian, to Diddy's well-known group of freaks. Yes, you did hear that right. It looks like something from a Hollywood thriller. And as if that shocking news wasn't enough, Kris has more bad news. Hulu, the streaming giant, just dropped their own big surprise by ending the Kardashian show. You can be sure that Kris is furious about this. Kris Jenner's problems seem to be getting worse faster than ever. It's a shocking turn of events, but the IRS is allegedly going after Kris for tax evasion through her California community church. This could lead to bad things happening for Kris and everyone who knows her. A lot of money was hidden by Kris in the name of the church, according to the IRS. She was trying to avoid paying taxes for herself and her children. The claims made against Kris could cause problems for her whole family if they are true. The effects that could happen are huge. Kris's bank accounts and properties could be frozen by the IRS, which would be very bad for her funds and business. And if she is charged with a crime, Kris and the other people involved could go to jail. One thing is certain as the probe goes on: something big is going to happen in Kris Jenner's life. Watch out, because this might be the start of the end for Kim Kardashian. The California Community Church was started by Kris in 2009. It used to be called the Life Change Church, and Brad Johnson is the leader in charge. He is friendly with the Kardashian family, and KUTK fans may remember him as the officiant at Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom's wedding. Why did Kris start her own church? Some people might find it bizarre. On the other hand, the family has a long history with religion. You can see them praying on their shows, and they also talk about it on their social media. Many people are against Kris having her own church because there has been some doubt over the years about whether or not she really does have a church. The main worry here is what would happen if Kris wanted to start her own church so she could write it off on her taxes. It is normal for people in the church to give 10% of their income back to the church. This is called tithing. A lot of people were curious about Kris because it's well known that she gets 10% of all of her children's earnings. Many thought this was too much of a coincidence to think that she wasn't up to no good when she started her own church. At this point, this might not seem like something that anyone needs to be suspicious of, especially since most managers take around 10% of their clients' earnings. The California Community Church, on the other hand, was said to be involved in a tax scam because it didn't pay any taxes in its first few years. Some people might not understand why this is a tax issue, since Kris Church isn't paying any taxes. This is because churches don't have to pay federal, state, or local taxes. They do have to pay taxes on their salary costs, though, and Kris didn't seem to do that in this case. Kris is very good at business, so this doesn't sound like something she would do. This is also about some other things that have to do with money and Kris's church. One reason is that the Kardashians have once or twice taken part in charity bids on eBay and given the money they made to the California Community Church. This way, they didn't have to pay any taxes on the money they made. There's also the matter of the church's subscription fee. Many churches charge different amounts for people who want to go to church. Some will make you pay a fee. Some will ask members to give 10% of their salary, but they won't force them to. Some churches will ask for a small donation every time someone comes to their service. The California Community Church, on the other hand, charges $1,000 a month to attend. It looks like something that only the rich and famous would be interested in. Putting that aside, it looks like this membership fee makes Kris even more money than she already makes, which a lot of people don't like. You're wrong to think that's the only scam the Kardashians have been caught doing. Everything about this seems very fishy, and it definitely comes across as shady as F, but the story doesn't end there. There are still a lot of questions about Kim's finances, and many people think she has been lying about her income and network. Share your thoughts about this drama in the comments section below. Thanks for watching.